These are my 5 most used bags. Kinda surprising. Hi and very welcome! My name is Mary, this is my channel Lumi Level Up and I'm a luxury lover on an average income trying to be more mindful with my money. Today I come to you with a tag video, my 5 most used bags. And I think I was just tagged by my friend Dawn Loves Couture, so I'm going to link her take on the tag down in the comments. And if you tagged me as well and I just forgot that since it's been a while, just let me know and I will add your video to the description box as well. I'm wearing my little Chanel brooch today, but none of my Chanel bags made it to that list of most used. And actually, we are not just guessing here, I'm not playing. I've been tracking my bag wears for the entire year, as well as I did it the entire last year. This time I'm even way more professional. Back for that video I did it with a pen and paper. This year I'm using an app on my phone to track all the bags I do use. If you are interested in the app I'm using, it's called Open Wardrobe. This is not sponsored, but I do consider to review the app because we have June now and I started using it in January, so you might be interested in my thoughts on that app, just to put that out front. This is actual data, as I already have been quite shocked when I did that tracking video. I'm kind of shocked yet again by the amount of times I wore these most used bags, because it's actually not that much use on them. So I'm going to go least used up to most used, and we do have, I think, 2 bags on the least used from my 5 most used bags, with a total of 4 wears from January 1st to June. My Tiffany & Co. little leather shopping bag, which is made out of leather but looks like a shopping bag. It has a thin little crossbody strap, and I'm not sure if I did an entire review on that bag or just the unboxing and some thoughts on it, but yeah, I'm kind of surprised that I grabbed it that often, even though 4 times is not even that often, but that wearing a bag 4 times in half of a year already makes it to my most used list. So this is one of the bags that I wore 4 times. And the other one doesn't come as a surprise at all. It is my Neverfull MM from Louis Vuitton in the Damier Ebene print, which is the most carefree print of them. I do have the monogram and the Damier Azur as well, which are somewhere on my tracking list, but it seems as if I did not even wear the other 2 of them 4 times by now in this year. From here on, the stats feel a little bit manipulated to me, because the other 3 bags that you will see, all of them have been on trips with me. So of course, when traveling with a certain bag and you are on a trip for several days, and you might not have taken that many bags with you, you tend to wear the ones you took with you over and over again. That's how some of them got to some of their wear. We have a little bonus bag here that, very surprisingly to me, came to 4 wears as well. It is this little net bag that I purchased for €1.10 at the dollar store before my Mauritius vacation, because I started to miss my little Longchamp Les Pliages Filet bag, and then I saw this one for that incredible price that I just thought, why not? I'll take it. It's interesting that it made it to as many wears as the Tiffany and the Louis Vuitton Neverfull bag. I did not just grab it for the beach, which was my initial intention. Actually, we've been on a little barbecue this weekend and it was at a lake, and I was kind of worried what bag to take because I didn't want it to get dirty and there might have been some rain and the weather was uncertain, and then I just grabbed it, took everything I needed in that little bag. So yeah, actually I used it as a bag as well, but this is just a bonus. I won't count that on the actual bag list. So, 3rd place of my most used bags in this year, with, well, at least 6 wears, is my Louis Vuitton Pochette Felicie in the Damier Azur print with the beautiful golden crossbody chain, but you can kind of wrap this up and wear it as a shoulder bag as well. It was on vacation with me. It served as my evening bag for dinner. Well, not each and every evening, but quite a lot. I guess that's part of how this bag got up to 6 uses, but I did wear it other than for the vacation as well. For example, I mentioned in one of my videos that I was selling at a flea market with one of my colleagues, and I had this as my little crossbody bag on my body all the time, so that's another use case I can remember. 6 wears, well, it's my 3rd most used bag of the year, but it's still not that much, I think. Do with that information whatever you want. Now I have to check again. I know which one is the 2nd place. I have to check how many wears it have been. 7. 7 wears on my AP Leather Speedy Bee in the bandolier version. I think with shock I realized that I did not at all wear it in the last year. So when I noticed that, I had to use this bag more frequently, and it went to a city trip to Poland with me as my one and only bag. So naturally when I was there, this was the bag I had to wear each and every day, since it was the only bag that went on that trip with me. But other than that as well, I wanted to wear this bag more often, and I did so. I grabbed it at home as well for at least a few occasions. So this came to 7 wears and is 2nd place of my most used bags. And this is so crazy. The 1st place with 11 wears. Can you guess from having followed my recent videos what kind of bag that might be? I'm super surprised, and it makes me doubt some of the decisions I've made in the past, but we can talk about that in a second. So my most used bag currently in the year of 2023 is my Riani straw bag that I bought because I fell in love with the Loewe straw bag. Then I wasn't sure if the Loewe one would be worth the price tag for me, if I would use a straw bag for something else than a beach bag. I actually ordered the Loewe bag as well, but it seemed kinda small to me. I was expecting that it would be way bigger, and then I ended up purchasing this bag. I took it with me to our Mauritius vacation as well as mainly my beach bag. On the one hand, I'm very glad that I went for a somewhat cheaper alternative than the Loewe bag, because I have put that bag through so much. I think it's kinda a little bit out of shape by now as well, because I stuffed it into my hand luggage. I could not have just went with this bag as my hand luggage because I needed some more storage, so I had a weekender that has the right measurements to max out the hand luggage, and then I had this straw bag inside of that bag, and it got a little bit squished, it got a little bit out of shape. Doesn't bother me when I'm wearing it. I don't think that it is too recognizable, but it's not able to stand for itself that well anymore. And that's why I think it was good that I didn't go for the Loewe bag, because I would have had the same storage issue and would have had to shove it into my hand luggage, and I would just be so heartbroken if I put that kind of misshapening damage and pushing and squeezing on the Loewe bag. So I'm really happy that I went for that one. But now that I see that this straw bag made it to my most worn bag of the year so far, that kind of makes me think, well, I could have gone for the Loewe one as well, and it kind of would have been worth the money if I really like to wear it that much. Because yes, it has been with me on vacation, and that's how it got quite some wears on the counter, because obviously I took it to the beach and to the pool every day. But actually I wore it for shopping here in Germany once as well, and I took it to the office once as well. And now that we are getting into summer, I absolutely can see myself wearing it more often now in summertime. So let me check back again. Yeah, 11 wears on that Riani, I think it's Italian. No, actually it's German. It's a German brand. I'm talking crazy stuff. So 11 wears on that bag, which makes it my most worn bag of the year. And yet again, I don't think wearing a bag 11 times is that much. And seeing that wearing a bag 4 times already makes it in my circle of most used bags, it's somewhat shocking to me. I need these moments of truth and moments of realizations when I notice I have so many bags that I cannot even wear all of them. If you think you might struggle with a similar issue, I absolutely can recommend you to do some kind of bag tracking, because sometimes it's even worse than we would think. I would not have thought that some of these bags I only wore 4 times, and that's already considered a lot for my bag wears. I did count it through So far I wore 38 different bags in 2023. I probably will do that kind of tracking video at the end of the year again, where I show you all the bags that I wore. And then we will see if the 5 or actually 6 that are in the top 5 right now are still at the most used list, or if some others are able to climb up the ladder. And yeah, I guess this one, since it's summertime now, it will get some more use and some more use counts. Ooh, now I dropped my bag on my camera. That's already everything for today. Were there surprises for you, or did you expect to see some of these bags be my most used ones? Which is your most used bag and why? Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time and bye! I feel like I have a hair here. Seriously, I feel like I have a hair somewhere hanging here. But I looked in the mirror and I don't see anything. And I bet as soon as I start editing, it will be huge in my face. And yeah, well, I can't change it now anymore. It's an interesting selection as well. There are 2 big shopper totes with the Neverfull and the straw bag, which I was expecting. But 2 bags on the smaller side as well, which I'm not that much of a small bag person, but yeah, they somehow made it on the list. And very well. Oh, if I don't sit up straight, you cannot even see my brooch.